In 11, the currents point along positive direction of axis. We need to find magnetic field at various points. Solution 11, A part. So in A part, both are oppositely directed, hence the net magnetic field will be 0, because one is in one direction and the other one is in the opposite direction. In option 2, the net magnetic field will be 2 into 10 to the power 7 into 2 into 5 over 1, which will give us 2 micro Tesla, and both are directed along z axis. Then in third case, net magnetic field will be 0 because both are opposite to each other, and in fourth case again the net magnetic field will come out to be 2 micro Tesla. Here both are directed along negative z axis. In question 12, find 4 long straight wires are given. This is the figure. Find magnetic field at center P, and if Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 are points on the diagonals, find the magnetic fields at these points. Solution 12, A part. So for each wire, magnitude of the magnetic field will be equal to mu naught I over 4 pi r sine 45 degree plus sine 45 degree, which will give us mu naught into 5 over 4 pi 5 by 2. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2, so 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2 will be 2 by root 2, or it can also be written like root 2. And for AB, for BC, for CD, and for DA, following will be the direction: outside, outside, inside, inside. So they cancel each other out. B net will be 0. Then B, various points are there. So for example, at point Q1, what we will have? We will have magnetic fields due to 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we write for all of them, we will obtain mu naught I over 2 pi 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 2. So when we solve this, we will obtain 4 into 10 to the power minus 5 outside. Similarly, due to B2, it will be 4 by 3 into 10 to the power minus 5 outside. Due to B3, it will be 4 by 3 10 to the power minus 5 outside. Due to B4, it will be 4 into 10 to the power minus 5 outside. So the net field will become 1.1 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. Add all of them. Now at Q2, we will have B1, B2, B3, B4, which will be 4 into 10 to the mu naught I over 2 pi 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 2 outside, and then similar values will be there. Just a slight change will be there. B4, just a slight change will be there. This will be 7.5. This will also be 7.5. they are outside and they both are inside, so the net field will be 0. 2 outside, 2 inside. Similarly at Q3 we will have similar value as Q1, but the direction will be opposite. 4 into 4 by 3, 4 into minus 5, minus 5, 4 by 3. So all of them will be inside. So net field will come out to be 1.1 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla inside. And at Q2 again similar thing will happen as in Q4. Similar thing as in Q2, net field will be 0. All will be outside, few will be outside, few will be inside. In 13, show that magnitude of magnetic fields at PQRS are equal and find the magnitude. Solution 13. So at P, B1 will field due to 1 will be 0 and field due to 2 will be pi mu naught I over 4 pi d. Then at Q, B1 will be mu naught I over 4 pi d and B2 will be 0. At R, B1 will be 0, B2 will be mu naught I over 4 pi d. At S, B1 will be mu naught I over 4 pi d, B2 will be 0. In question 14, show that for d much greater than x, the magnetic field at P varies as 1 by d square. Solution 14. So magnetic field will be mu naught I over 4 pi d 2 sine theta. It will be mu naught I over 4 pi d 2x over 2 root d square plus x square by 4. A part, d much greater than x. Let's simplify this also. This will remain this much. So in this case we will neglect x, so b will become mu naught ix over mu pi d square, 4 pi d square. So b is inversely proportional to d square, and when x is much greater than d, then b will be mu naught ix over 4 pi dx by 2. So ultimately here b is inversely proportional to d. In 15, find magnitude of magnetic field due to piece at point which makes equilateral triangle with ends of piece. Solution 15. So 30 degree, 30 degree. Let this be O, A, B, P. So ultimately this is the figure that we have. B will be mu naught I over 4 pi sine phi 1 plus sine phi 2. So 10 to the power minus 7 into 10 into 1 over root 3 by 2 into 0.1. So B will come out to be 11.54 micro Tesla. In 16, find the value of d by L so that B2 differs from B1 by 1%. Solution 16. So B1 minus B2 will be mu 2 pi d minus mu naught I L 4 pi d root d square plus L square by 4, and this is equal to B2 by 100. So ultimately, when we simplify this scenario, L square will be 3.92 d square plus 3.92 by 4 L square. D by L will come out to be 0.07. In 17, find the magnetic field B at center of the loop assuming uniform wires. Solution 17. So B due to ADC will be this value, two root 2 mu naught I over 3 pi A, and B due to ABC will be 2 root 2 mu naught I over 6 pi A. So B will be, subtracting this 2, we will obtain root 2 mu naught I over 3 pi A. In question 18, figure is given and we need to find the magnetic field at point P, which is perpendicular bisector of AB. Solution 18. Let A naught be A square by 16 plus A square by 4, which will give us A root 5 by 4, and D naught is 3A by 4 plus A by 2, which will be A root 13 by 4. Magnetic field due to AB will be mu naught by 4 pi I to A by 4 sin 90 minus I plus sin 90 minus alpha. Two mu naught I over 5 pi root 5. Magnetic field DC 2 3A by 4 2 sin 90 minus B. So from this it will become 2 mu naught I over pi A 3 root 13. So the net field I pi root 5 minus 2 mu naught I, because they are in opposite directions, 2 mu naught I pi A 1 by root 5 minus 3 root 13. In 19, we need to consider previous problem. Find magnetic field at the center of the loop. Solution 19. So the net magnetic field at the center will be 0 because every field will cancel each other out. In 20, we need to find magnetic field at center O of triangle assuming Y to be uniform. Solution 20. BA for from AB, it will be outside AC will be inside, BD will be outside, DC will be inside. So net field obviously is 0 because all of them are cancelling each other out. In 21, find magnetic field B at center and wire is bent in form of square. What would be the value of B at center? Solution 21, A part, equilateral triangle, all sides equal. Current is I, so AO equal to root 3 by 2A by the property of equilateral triangle. A is L by 3, side is L by 3. So L 2 root 3. Phi 1 equal to phi 2 equal to 60 degree. MO will be L by 6 root 3, and because of this AM by MO 2 by 1. Now B due to BC will be mu naught I 4 pi R sin phi 1 sin phi 2. So it will come out to be mu naught I into 9 over 2 pi L. Net field will be mu naught I over 2 pi L into 3. So for BAD part it will be like this. Net field will be 8 root 2 mu naught I 4 pi L into 4, 8 root 2 mu naught I pi L. In 22, find the magnetic field at a point on the bisector of this angle. Solution 22, sin alpha by 2 R by X. R will be X sin alpha by 2. Magnetic field due to AR will be AB will be mu naught I over 4 pi R sin 180 minus 90 minus alpha by 2 plus 1. So it will give us mu naught I over 4 pi X cot alpha by 4, and magnetic field due to both wires will be 2 mu naught I over 4 pi X cot alpha by 4, or it can be mu naught I 2 pi X cot alpha by 4. In 23, find the magnetic field B at center of rectangular loop. Solution 23. So magnetic field due to AB mu naught I into T 2 4 pi B 2 sin theta, which will give us mu naught I sin theta pi B then dc mu naught I L over pi b L square plus b square. Actually this will get converted into this. Sin theta will be L over root L square plus b square, and the same value will be used or will be obtained in the DC part, mu naught IL over pi b root L square plus b square. Now after this the field due to BC part will be mu naught I into 2 sin theta dash over 4 pi L, so which will simplify and give us this, and this will be also the value for AD. So the net field will, when we add all of them, 2 mu naught I root L square plus b square over pi L b. In 24, find the magnetic field B at center of polygon and this is expression for magnetic field at center. Solution 24. So BAB mu naught I over 4 pi x sin theta plus sin theta, mu naught I 2 tan theta 2 sin theta over 4 pi L. So it will come out to be mu naught I and tan pi by n sin pi by n over 2 pi square r. Net field will be this much. In question 25, show that magnetic field B at point P is 0. Solution 25. So the net current in the circuit is 0, and the magnetic field at P will also be 0, and current will be 0, net current will, because of the Wheatstone-Bridge principle. In 26, what is the separation between the wires? Solution 26. So dF by dl, force per unit length, mu naught I1 I2 over 2 pi d. So once we put all the values, d will come out to be around 0.4 meters or 40 centimeters. In question 27, we need to find the magnitude of the magnetic force per unit length acting on the wires. Solution 27. So force will be mu naught I1 I2 over 2 pi r, mu naught into 10 into 10, and let it be 2 and 4 pi, so that we can put the value 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 and 2 10 into 10 and 10 into 10 to the power minus 2. So this was only due to one of the wires. So if we consider both the wires, so then we will have when we put the value, this is for one wire and this will be for another wire. So after simplifying it will come out to be this much. In 28 we need, where should a third current be placed so that it experiences no magnetic force? Solution 28, mu naught 10 I 2 pi x mu naught 40 I 2 pi 10 minus x. So after simplifying, x will come out to be 2 centimeters. In question 29, we need to calculate the magnetic force per unit length of AB and CD. Solution 29, FAB will be equal to FCD plus FEF. So mu naught into 10 into 10 over 2 pi into 1 into 10 to the power minus 2 plus mu naught 10 into 10 over 2 pi into 2 into 10 to the power minus 2. So FAB will be 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 downward, and FCD will be FAB plus FEF, which will be in opposite direction, so FCD will be 0. In question 30, what current should this second wire carry such that magnetic repulsion can balance its weight? Solution 30. So in this case, mg force will be equal to mu naught I1 I2 over 2 pi d. So ultimately, when we put all the values, I2 will come out to be 0.49 amperes.